Alright then, so this is a new kind of short form content I intend to try out on this channel. It consists of a short format review of a game, usually an indie game perhaps, or a smaller game, but sometimes it will be a bigger one as well. It's not really restricted to any specific genre really. I will quickly cover what it is. I will provide some gameplay footage in the background for display and demonstration purposes, and I will give you my opinion about what I think about this game. It's as simple as that, really. What I like and what I do not particularly like, as well as things I find interesting or perhaps appealing, or that I believe could be appealing to others, in case I happen to cover a genre that I am not particularly intrigued by myself. But I think that about does it for introduction purposes, so let's get into what this video is about. This time around we're going to have a look at Mothergunship, a first-person shooter developed by Terrible Posture Games and Grip Digital. It is an indie game and doesn't have a particularly big team behind it. It's a first-person shooter with some randomly generated elements, and have a bit of a old school feel in its overall shooting and movement and just gameplay in general, really. But I think that about does it for introductions, really, so let's just jump into the game and see what it's all about. And talk a bit about what you do. It's as simple as that. As I said, this is more of a perhaps visual demo for a very short format review. It's not a deeply analytical or critical kind of format, it's just a bit of a showcase. Think of it as a visual demo. If you're very interested in the title in question, maybe you want to have a look at a more thorough review. Or maybe this is enough, really it's up to you. You will of course see how it looks, and you can of course determine from that as well. And if you think you need more information about it, then I absolutely do encourage you to look up more information about it. Especially at, of course, more expensive titles. But I think that's about does it, so let's concentrate a little bit more on this game in particular. Let's get into it. Mothergunship. Welcome to Mothergunship, a old school style FPS with a bit of randomized elements and a mission-based progression system. I'm thinking I'm just going to jump into a mission right away, actually, and just show you what's going on. And we'll cover the additional parts and these ship interactions afterwards. I think that's actually the best way to go about it. So I'll just jump into the mission right away and show you what it's all about. Here's a select screen. We have 4 different missions, as you see. These are side missions. They will reward you with something. This one has a predetermined loadout, but you get these weapon parts when you exit, so the reward is actually the loadout, the initial loadout that you get. But you don't get to bring anything into the mission, so you don't have a choice in what you use. These, you get to choose your own loadout, and they have something else as a reward. And then of course you get some reward by just going through the mission as well. You usually get a little bit of XP, a little bit of money, and probably a few gun parts as you go along as well. So this is not the only reward you'll get here. I'm going to shoot one of these because I think that's the best way to showcase that. Because you get to choose your own loadout, I think that's actually a rather key part of the game. This one is fine as well. These are slightly less common, but there's usually 1 or 2 of these as well per mission, I guess, or per main mission. There's usually one alternative that's a loadout specified. I don't know, perhaps not quite as exciting or interesting. But it's fine. This one obviously is the main mission, where you get to choose a loadout. As far as I know, there hasn't been a single main mission so far. I only have done 4, obviously, as this is the 5th one. As of now, there has not been a single mission where you do not get to choose your own loadout, at least. But that's pretty much all I know. So I would assume that's probably just the general common mission, and then it's a few of these side missions that have obligatory loadouts. I'm gonna take this one. It gives a little bit of XP. This one gives money, by the way. Money, XP. And this one gives a weapon. This one, again, gives these parts as a reward, because you get those as you begin the mission. Like I have this one though. And this is the theme, I guess, or the kind of main mechanic of the game. The gimmick, one might say. It's weapon crafting. You get to craft your own weapons. I'm gonna show you how it goes. First, though, we get to choose a few weapons to bring in, or a few parts, actually, to bring in. You don't get to bring in whole weapons, but the parts you do get to bring in. And I think we are going to have a line blaster. These are obviously better. They have different rarities, as it's the same weapon parts. Sometimes they have this different varieties and different rarities, as you see. So this one is a better version of this one, I suppose, more or less. So that's how it works. So you can get rusty, crappy versions, and you can get better versions of a otherwise the same part. Let's see, a cap. It seems to go for all of these, by the way, except the connectors. They don't seem to be different. They all seem to be the same, which I guess makes sense, because they don't have any stats to modify. But anyway, we are going to have one of these as well, I think. And we are going to pick... Let's see. Do we want precision? Precision. I'm sorry, what? Precision module. Apologies. Maybe this one. I think this one has a pretty weak knockback in general. So let's go for that. And see how it goes. Here we are. So, let's craft ourselves a gun. So, you can attach whatever you want here. You can attach a barrel right on the first connector, but usually you'll get to connect one of these. You'd want to do that so that you can always expand the gun to, you know, have a few more parts than otherwise. And you can shove on that one, and then we can shove on a cap as well. So these are modifiers. They give you something, as you see. This one gives you more damage, but a little bit more knockback or pushback. Now this barrel doesn't have a lot of pushback, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. But if you have a lot of pushback on your barrel, say it's some sort of rocket launcher, that can be a problem. So maybe you don't want to increase your knockback, and then perhaps you'd get another part, or you just ignore putting a part. You can put multiple barrels on as well if you have that, so that's always neat, but I don't have that right now. This is all I have, so that will have to be that. It's good enough. If you're curious as to why you would just put in the most ridiculous gun ever, it's because all weapons have a energy. You can showcase that. You see that? The blue bar? Yeah, that's the energy. When you shoot it, it drains basically ammunition, right? And then you have to recharge. If you put 16 barrels, I mean, yeah, that'll be a pretty damn horrifically powerful gun, but you're gonna be firing it once and then you have to recharge it. So that's the sort of balancing factor there. Also, it counts how many times you jump every level. Because reasons. Let's go. Here we are. Let's fight some robots, shall we? Whoop, no. And he dropped a coin. How wonderful, thank you. It's very kind. Alright. So this is how basically the gun works. The game works, and how the gun works as well. It has a number of projectiles, which is wonderful. It's great. We love it. And there we go. So that's basically how it goes, right? You get into a room, you clear out the room, and then you move on. That's pretty much it. That's the core gameplay loop, so to speak. Now, something that's perhaps a bit unique, or that might stick out to you, is the fact that I have 3 jumps. That's not a lot in this game. Obviously in most games that's more than you would ever have, but in this game that's actually not a lot at all. You can find more jumps, which is actually what I'm doing right now, if you're curious. I'm searching the walls. Sometimes you can find something fancy. Doesn't seem to be anything here though. No. Okay, let's see here. These are normal rooms. Yes, they are. Okay, let's continue here. Somewhere. No, there really is nothing, huh? Actually, one single last thing. Anything in here? No, nothing. You can find secrets in this game, and I'm sure I'll find at least one, so I can showcase that. But for now, let's go on. Yes, you can upgrade yourself as you go through the game. You can get things such as health, multiple jumps or more jumps, energy, that is basically ammunition, I guess, increased, all those things. Whoa, 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 those are mines. Those are not good. They do explode each other though, so you can create a rather nice chain reaction, which is good if you manage that. I am taking way too much damage. This is not good. These little hexagon square things, they are the XP, if you're wondering. Those black little things. So you want to collect those. Those will disappear if you do not collect them quick enough. There we go. As you see, this is a pretty powerful weapon as well. So I'm doing quite well. I don't have to be too worried. Okay, don't jump into that guy. Ow! That was a big explosion. As you see, there's also hazards. Big gun barrels just randomly scattered around. They don't aim for you. They are again inanimate objects, inanimate hazards. Environmental hazards, I suppose. But there's normal environmental hazards as well. So there's spikes or lava or whatever. Yes. Okay. So that's one kind of upgrade you'll get, okay? So you have the health, you have the energy, you have the jumps. That's very standard. You also have these. These are gun parts. You get to buy these as you progress through the game. It's wonderful. This one is interesting. This is not just good, actually. So the gravity means that my gun, as you see here, these bullets, I guess you could call them. Maybe, I don't know. You could call them bullets, but they're not really bullets. Plasma things. They will basically become arrows. They will become very heavy and they will drop down as you fire them. Ah, yes, this one. I think I can show you that one. That's probably a good idea. This is a very heavy knockback gun, so that's a good for demonstration. Big gun. Yeah, as you see. Pop. Pop. Yeah, so as you see, there is different guns with different knockback values. If I put the increased knockback on this bastard, then I'll be flying all over the place, which isn't particularly advisable. Boom. Okay. Yes, but basically every single enhancement, especially if they have high increases, such as 25 damage, that's quite a lot. They will have a bit of a negative as well, which obviously gravity is, because that means it reduces your range. It does have a bounce though. Now the bounce gives well, a bouncing ability to your projectiles to be bouncing around. They can bounce once with that, which can be good, certainly, but it's I guess limited in value as far as I'm concerned. I'm not particularly fond of that myself. Oh yes, this has quite a knockback. Well, this is the only kind of room we can go, so we go. You just take randomly, unless it's a specific, I guess, one. And we have one there, so we can explain that later. Okay. And there's some environmental hazards. Yes, yes, indeed. Those are nasty. If you don't with those, you take damage. That's quite obvious. Oh, come on. Please die. This knockback is screwing with me. Kill them all! And it worked well. Probably better than it should have. Awesome. Hello. Yes, it is dangerous. Do be careful. Hi. Nope, that's not good. There we are. Whew, that is dangerous. Okay. But yes. So, yeah, this is essentially what you do in the game, right? It's pretty simple, pretty fun, honestly. But it's very simple. It is rather brainless as well. You just shoot things really without thinking. For the most part. I haven't found any secrets so far. Let's see what we have here. So we have a machine gun, we have a connector box, we have another connector box, lava container, health, and another gun barrel. No, it's not a gun barrel, it's a barrel. Really? Screw it, why not? Let's go for that. As you see, this is actually a really great way to demonstrate it. It's just better, as you see. It fires faster, and it has a higher crit chance, and it does more damage. Otherwise, there's no difference. It's just better. Yep. So that's how that works. Graded weapons. Or weapon grades, or rarities, or... well, it's not weapon rarities, I suppose it's weapon part rarities, but... you know, overly specific much. Here we are. These you can find as well. A little bit of a, again, I don't know, a pickup. I don't know really why they exist. Other than that, it's nice to get a pickup, I guess. Very nice. But you don't have to pay for those, which is quite nice. And as you saw, that was a energy pickup. Those blue ones are energy pickups. So we have a random, and we have a challenge room. I think the random probably is better, but I'm gonna show you this one. So this is a challenge room. Here we get to do a challenge. And that's a difficult one, potentially. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Yep, that's not an easy one at all. Whoop. Please don't kill me. Whoa. Yeah, so if I'm really careful... holy crap. Please die. Please die. You could just hide. But honestly, I am not the most patient, so I will not do so. I will get bored. So I will not. Oh, good. Oh. Okay. Now I will actually just wait. Just for the sake of not being stupid. Ah, here we are. That's a secret. Good. So now challenge is complete. That's great. Now I can take damage, doesn't matter. I also found a secret. So that's how secret works. I do have a detection thingamajig. I would recommend getting at least one detection thing, otherwise these won't appear at all. I think you have to walk through the wall, just basically push through it. But at least with one detection, if you get close enough, it will reveal it. So that's very nice. I would recommend actually at least getting one of those. There we go, that's another one. As you see, so that's quite nice. Here we are. So that's energy. And I have one, so I will get a reward. Good. So that's how challenges works. They can be different things. Sometimes you have don't use your secondary gun or your right and or left gun. Do not shoot at all. Just survive for a certain amount of time. All those kind of things. It varies. So it's a random challenge basically. Connect. Fire rate. Chain gun. Chain guns are bad, I don't like those. But I'm gonna do that, and you're gonna see why you do not put multiple barrels on a gun, possibly. You can spin them, by the way. Spin, in case you think that needs to be done. If that would help, I don't know. Oh yeah, they don't fit, does it? Huh. Well, I do have 4 coins, so I could... Yeah, screw it, I'm doing it for fun, whatever. Oh, maybe that doesn't actually work. No, still doesn't. Still doesn't fit. Maybe if I... Oh, you know, let's play around with it. If we do this one directly, and then this one. No, yeah, actually, yeah, it does fit. Barely, just barely fits, but it's fun. It's fun that you could do that, you know? Just experiment a bit and you actually get something. That's fun. I like that. That's actually exciting that you managed to do that. Even though you probably might not be able to almost, I don't know. It's a bit weird. But it's fun. And there you go. So now I'm flying all over the place. Whenever I fire my gun. Which is nice, I guess. And my reward is, I think, 3 coins. Indeed. Alright. Let's go onwards. This is pretty much the game. These are the core elements of the game and the most... Oh dear lord. There's a lot of enemies here. I'm gonna have to keep off from speaking for a little while here. So I won't die. Because that would be unfortunate. For me. Maybe you would find it very, very amusing. I don't know. There we go. But we do not want to die right now. I don't want to die. I don't care what you want me to do. I don't want to die. I am the one that's dying, so my opinion is more important. Thank you very much. I get to decide for myself if I want to die. There we go. Let's ease it up a bit. As you see, It does quite a bit of damage, but I'm also flying back like crazy. Boo! It's funny. What? Is it? A little bit. I find it amusing. It's fun. These kind of interactions are basically what's fun about the game, right? It's fun to create various crazy different guns, just see what happens. It is a good time. But it is also rather simple. It is. It's not much depth to it. It's not super strategic, really. You just jump around having fun. But honestly, well, that's fun. I do find it enjoyable. Here we are. Secret. It's perhaps a little bit easy sometimes, but at the same time, I'm not sure. You could obviously make it harder for yourself, but I never liked that argument, honestly. There's a possibility that they should have had a difficulty selector or something of the like. But I don't know how it will be in the future, obviously. When I continue onwards, maybe the higher levels do get significantly harder, I don't know. But as of right now, it hasn't been particularly difficult for the most part. I've done pretty well for the most part. I don't think I've actually died even once. I have once actually. I did a special run mission thing where you just avoid spikes only, and I wasn't sure how that worked, so I died. It didn't go too well. I was murdered by spikes. I was murdered by inanimate objects. That's definitely functionally how it worked. And also absolutely sensible. Can't? What do you mean inanimate object can't be responsible for murder? Of course they are. The culprit is inanimate, but that's fine. They don't have to be alive, right? Do they? That's unfair. I consistently hold inanimate objects responsible for anything and everything that's bad that's happens to me, ever. What do you mean that's not reasonable? It's absolutely reasonable. It's a great way to do it. Yes, this is the reduced spread now, and velocity, so yeah, travels faster and slightly less spread on the bullets, which is nice. I do like that. I think that's a positive upgrade, certainly. And yes, so the present here, you have seen that on another door, that just gives you a coin. Pling. So that's good. Boom. Yeah, I don't think there's too much more to say here, honestly. So I'm just gonna finish this off. And then I'm gonna give you a little bit of a taste of the story and the dialogue. Because this game does have a story. Whoa! Okay, that was very close. That was very uncomfortably close. I almost died. How wonderful. Yes, this game does have a story, in contrast to many other, perhaps, I guess you wouldn't call it roguelike really, but I guess indie games with certain randomized elements. And I do believe that basically all maps, or all ships, I suppose in this case, are randomized. So the doors, the items you get, the parts, all that stuff, it's essentially random. You can get screwed over, I think, but I believe, I'm not sure how much of a security net it is of, for example, how many parts you have to get, or how many like connectors you have to get, and how many barrels you have to get, or whatever. There's that's not something that made clear. They don't state that, at least. But so there's a few elements that are random. You do have the multi kind of run progression that you find in very many roguelikes, but you don't seem to have the death progression. That is, if you die in a mission, well, then you lose that mission. You have to make it do with another one, or make, well, yeah, actually you actually lose, in fact. Because when you die in a mission, you lose your gun parts. So if you brought in gun parts into the mission, you will lose those. Which is, well, it's a negative consequence as opposed to a positive one. Since most roguelikes obviously give you something of value, even though you lose. Even though you die, you still get something of value. This game does not. It does, however, have the multi-run progression that you find in many roguelikes as well. So it does have that element, but you do have to win, I think. I believe, at least. It is possible that maybe you keep your level progression, XP progression, from lost runs, but I don't know, again, because I don't think I've ever actually lost a run. But you can grind, I guess, levels. These levels, for example, that I am playing right now, because that's basically the purpose of them, I guess. Right? These miscellaneous runs does give you money, weapon parts, and experience, which will allow you to upgrade your arsenal and your, I guess, bodysuit or armor or whatever you want to call it. I'll show you that later at the ship. That's where you do that. When you get these things to the ship, you can upgrade them and use them to upgrade things. The upgrades, by the way, that you get in the secrets, or the character upgrades, so that is the health, the jumps, and the energy, those are completely irrelevant. They don't matter. They don't give you anything. They don't even give you money for those. Oh, okay, just killing spree. Fair enough. Let's go. I'm okay with that. That was easy. Whoop. What's up? Right. I think I'm about done. Most levels or ships so far have had about 10 rooms. So I don't think there's too many left. There's like one more after this, I think. So I'm just gonna quickly go through this winding round or mission, and I'll pretty much take up from that and actually show you something new. Because again, this is pretty much it. This is essentially the game. If this looks appealing to you, then it might well be something you want to look into. If it does not, well then don't bother, because this is what you'll be doing. If this does not look appealing or fun, there's absolutely no point in trying this. Well, you can still try it, I guess. There's absolutely no reason in getting game, as far as I am concerned. At least that's my opinion. But you know, that's like just my opinion, bro, and stuff like that, I suppose. Nevertheless, yeah, I find it fun. Again, it's fun when you just want to do a quick run. Do something that's rather mindless, not super difficult or stressful. And there's the win, by the way. Yes, the green door indicates that this is the last room of importance. Yes. I must kill these guys to win. And I shall do so gladly. Take death. Alright. Awesome. By the way, yeah, the levels can sometimes be sectioned, as you saw here. So depending on where you are, when you, for example, go down a stair or go into a different room or something like that, or something in that of that nature, you can sometimes find that there will spawn a number of new enemies, a new cluster of enemies, basically, for that area. So they are sometimes area bound in the spawn. They won't spawn everybody at the same time, and if you are not close enough and or in the area where they spawn, they simply won't spawn until you get there. Which I guess is good both for computing, that is, the game doesn't lag crazy because there's too many enemies, and of course it also, I guess, does so that perhaps it's more manageable. Yes. It doesn't matter which one I will take. As you saw, there's a... no, yeah, there. This one versus that one. Doesn't matter. They are both win doors, so it doesn't matter which one you go through. You'll get to the same room, which is this one, which is just a victory room. And you press the totally not self-destruct button and you win. Boom. Wonderful. And there we are. So I get all the gun parts and of course the XP plus the XP I've already collected, which is here. There you go. That's it counts up my XP. So that's the XP I collected during the run. So I'll get that, and I get the coins. And then there's a bit of stats for those who care for that, I guess. Wonderful. Alright, I'm gonna show you what's up in this ship, and then I am going to show you a little bit of main story and main story mission, and then I'll end this up, I think. But before that, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break because my throat hurts. So yes, I'll see you soon. Alright then, let's see what this ship has to offer, shall we? First of all, here's the level up station, I suppose. So this is where you basically choose upgrades that you enter the game with. Such as, you know, stuttering jumps, movement speed. I don't think you can increase your movement speed in-game, but you can clearly do that right here. And I have a few that I haven't spent yet, so I guess I could do that. But yes, these are things you go into the game with, initially, right? I definitely recommend having this, by the way. Secret detection radius. You want at least one on this, because it makes it much easier to find secrets. Much easier. It almost seems like there is no detection whatsoever if you don't have this, by the way. So I'd recommend getting that 1 point at the very least. Otherwise, yeah. So you can spend it as you bid, as you wish. As you bid, sorry, what? As you wish. It really there's no cost to spending it wrong either, as you see. You can just decrease and increase it. And it doesn't matter if I enter or exit here, by the way. It's not like you can increase and decrease it right now. You can, as you see, just change it whenever you want. It doesn't matter. You can spend everything on one and then change it for the next run, which is fun. It encourages experimentation, I suppose. It also, of course, means there's no penalty for doing stupid decisions, but I don't feel that's necessary in these kind of games. You can have different opinions on that. Let's see what I want, though. This is a good question. I think I want a bit of... let's take some max energy. And... I don't know. Not so sure. Recharge? Energy recharge? Yeah. Those I don't actually. Well, you can get max energy actually in game. That's fair. Let's take one less on that. Yeah, because I don't think you can increase your max energy. No, again, you can do that. I don't think you can increase your energy recharge in game. Apologies. Apparently, I can't speak. Words are difficult. I know, it's wonderful. Here's just experimentation. These are all the parts you have. All the parts I can take into take into the mission I have here. So you can experiment with them however the policy feels see fit, basically. So you can do that. And I don't know. Do all kind of crazy stuff. Yeah. Anyway, nothing important really. Again, it's just for experimentation. It doesn't have any function other than that. You can try out different combinations that you have not done before. That would be all. Last thing, here, with the shop. This is interesting and incredibly expensive. Ray launcher connector. Yes, the shop, as you see. You can also sell your things, barrels for example, for a very, 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 very poor price. As you see, if I sell a saw blade, I get 2 coins. If I buy the similar saw blade, I would spend freaking 80 or something. No, this is 80. It's a purple, right? Now, let's see here. Purple, 4. I get 4 coins. So that's a doubling of like 20. Yeah, 20 times as much. Yeah, it's a fucking rip-off in there. But yeah, so that's a thing. Yes. Well, I think that's about time to do a main mission then, and you'll get a bit of story and dialogue and stuff. So let's do that. That! Yes, sorry, my voice broke. I don't know why. It's unusual. You know what? I think I am going to have a... I wonder. Let's have a line blaster. That's a good one, right? This one. It's a connector. That's a 3 oval. And then we'll have a... Let's see... This, that, and one final thing of some sort. Yes, yes, we shall. Screw it. What? Oh, no, you can have 2 of both. What? What are you doing? You're silly. You're a silly, silly thing. Well, let's go. Wonderful.
All right, Wilkinson. What are we looking for in this ship?
The data core, of course.
I thought we were done with those. I still have a back case of the hollow ads from that first data core.
Trust me, Jasper. This is different.
There you go. Wasn't much of a taste as of yet, though. It's rather comedic for the most part. It's not too serious. Yeah, that's fine. Yes. They have different firing speeds, which makes this incredibly weird.
Call up the admiral for ideas. I really hate data cores.
A wise officer hides his ignorance from his superiors. You can take that pearl to the bank. That's a Colonel original.
Pretty sure everyone knows how dumb you are, Colonel.
Go bother someone else, Hylas. Also, Wilkinson said this isn't just any data core. Don't you all want to know what that means?
Not with any particular eagerness. No.
Yeah, SEC. It's pretty lighthearted. Whoop. Hello. Okay, let's kill this. Oh, that's not working. Right. I don't like healing towers, man. Damn it. Annoying things. You can punch too, by the way, but I don't want to go close to these things. Your punch do quite a decent amount of damage though. I'll admit that much. Not bad. If you can just get it in without getting murdered. Let's see. If I can't go over. Yep, here we go. Wonderful. And blow that one up, blow that one up. Okay, and there's a little bit of a present here. Wonderful. It's a bad one though. I will show you what it does. It is pretty piss. Sorry, it's not a good word. I should stop saying bad words. Shame on me. Yes. Truly. Shame on me, shame on me. Oh, wait. What? No, I thought I saw a secret. I don't think I did. I think I see things that are not there. This is great. What, me crazy? Pfft. What? Maybe. Maybe. It's quite important this early on to get any and all secrets you possibly can. But it's also by far the most obnoxious time to seek for secrets, because you don't have any jumps to speak of. Which makes it much more difficult and bothersome to do so. There's a random... I don't know if I want to go in there. Okay, it doesn't seem to be any secret here, so I'm just going to continue onwards. That's a random, and this is a what? Random. Well, I don't think it matters much where I go then. Go. Open up.
What are we looking for, Wilkinson?
It's not what, it's who. We're looking for Dr. Dove Simona.
The plasma energy and deflector shield expert. I regret to inform you, but Dr. Dove Simona was killed several years ago.
Even I know that.
Wrong Dr. Simona, folks.
Okay. Up, 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 up. Up. Oh yeah, no, those, I can't kill those. Up. Yes, the floor is jelly, by the way. And that means I will bounce like a madman. Like that. Yeah. Wonderful. Pew. Pew. Ow. Screw you. Bouncy pads. Oh yeah. There's a shop up there, isn't there? How annoying. Well, you have to do this. Oh, I can't reach that. Curses. I'm not sure how I can fix that. Huh. I actually don't know how to fix that. Or rather how to deal with that. Up. Whew, that was very, very close. But I didn't. Not that that means that I necessarily want anything from here. But yeah. Sure, why not? Connected too long. Okay. I was gonna show you that thing, wasn't I? Right, well, I'm gonna show you that. This is how this works. Yes, it shoots everywhere where you don't want it to shoot. I prefer when my bullets go where I aim, but you know. Can't always get what you want, I suppose. Although, once spread, yes, yeah. So this, yeah, okay. You know what? Let's do this. This one you can just do with these. I don't need the other one for that. Good. Now we can do that. Yeah. You. And we put you, and you. And this might be good. It didn't reduce the spread as much as I would like it to, but you know what? It could have been worse. Fair enough. Okay, so is this a random too? I think they're all randoms. Well, let's go into another random then.
You were right. Dr. Simona died when a squad tried to liberate her from an archivist ship. A really botched mission. It never should have been greenlit.
I had the great honor to lead that mission.
Now there's a not surprising bit of info.
Archivists made a copy of her. That's their prime directive after all. Catalog and back up the entire galaxy. All of us who have once been captured, they have copies of us. Anyway, this ship houses an ISO image of her entire existence. There are probably dozens, if not hundreds, of duplicates of her. But I managed to track this one down a while back.
So let me get this straight. We're getting another AI to help us?
Rather amusing conversations, commonly, I feel. Tend to find. Oh, by the way, this did you see the if you saw the whatever you would call it, the Sigma or the little whoa. I did not want to go into there. The symbol on the door. That, apologies for my distraction, I happen to be shot on. Indicates what special, I guess, modifier this room had, and it had a jump, yeah? That means that really large amounts of creatures are going to drop the jump. Like, a significant amount of them, as you quite clearly see. So now I can fly. So that is an incredibly good modifier to get. Let's put it like that. It is by far one of the most powerful modifiers, I would say. Because the ability to fly is quite powerful. In case you in case you didn't know that. It's quite a good superpower. Which is basically what I can do now. You know, there's a lot of jumps. I have a lot of jumps. It also means it's incredibly easy to seek the secrets, if there happen to be any. Which right now there don't seem to be, so... Oh well. Whatever, I guess. Unfortunate for me. Not that it really matters too much. That was a very lucky draw. I think that's probably one of the most powerful modifiers you can get. No, I don't think so. this is a pretty decent one. If I... yeah, I think so. Let's see if I can install that in this one, if I do. Let's see. Can I can. It's similar in its range and stuff. And it's also similar in its, I guess, traveling speed as well. So it should be decent
Dr.
enough.
Simono was the world's leading expert on plasma triangulation. If anyone would know how to locate these shield generators, she would. Tough professor, too.
Did you pass her class?
That's not important.
Yeah, so no.
Probably. Up. What's up? Oh yeah. Those things. Right. They are very annoying. But I think this gives you a pretty decent sense of what to expect when it comes to story-wise. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I cannot find any secrets. I do not know why. It's a little bit annoying. Hello! How are you? I'm not sure if I can just cut it here, or if I think maybe I just finished the mission. We'll see. But there's not really all too much more to say, I don't think. I guess I can show off a few more weapons if I get some fun stuff. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna enjoy my rest of my run, I think. Would you die? No, you wouldn't, apparently. There you go. Good job. You're dead. Okay, hello. Good again. Now what? There we go, it's a secret. See, that's why it's good to be able to fly. Well, one of many reasons, really. You could obviously upgrade the detection thingamajigger, which would make it easier to detect secrets. Yeah, might be worthwhile, honestly. This one goes up, so I don't think that's where I'm going. No, I don't think so. Oh, hello. There we go. Bloody hiding bollocks.
So, this copy, you think we'll be able to get this information from it?
In theory, if Dr. Simono would know the answer, or how to find out the answer, this backup will as well. Should be getting close, assuming the archive on this ship is in the core.
Yes. Good. We're getting close. Ah, yeah, see. It's about done then. Okay. Whoa, bouncy things. That is like a flipper game. Wonderful. And that's exactly what I wanted. Bounce around like a maniac. Whoop. Oh. Hello. And some max energy. That's nice. Am I supposed to be able to maybe get over to the other side here? Here we are. Nice. Nice. What do you have here? You got a good laser. Pew pew machine? Yes, the pew pew machine. Obviously. Screw it, why not? No. I think this one is the stream. No, it's the one that slowly shoots. One long range and one short range.
Dr. Simona should be in the data vault nearby. Hers will be obvious. There's no way that the aliens don't realize her expertise.
Excellent. Then get back here as soon as you can with that data core. Jasper, get ready to do your thing.
I really don't feel comfortable with this idea.
Good. Or whatever.
Feel free to let victory go to your head. I do.
I'm sure you do. And then you usually get a little bit of dialogue after the mission as well, when it's one of those main missions, and you'll hear that right now. Let's see.
All right, Jasper, load up that data core.
Do any of you know what happens when you load one AI into the resources of another? I'm going to brick myself. I'm sure of it.
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Here goes. This feels strange. It feels like someone is sitting on me. I haven't ever experienced that, of course, but that is precisely what this...
Don't you know who I am? Keep that device away from me!
Whoa! Hello there. What is she talking about?
Doctor, is that you?
What is this? What's going on? Who are you? Where am I? Rachel Wilkinson? Is that you? Rachel Wilkinson, are you one of the aliens?
Doctor, you're aboard a resistance ship. We pulled you from an alien data vault. What do you remember?
Right, this is curious. A moment ago, I was strapped down to an alien extraction machine, and now I can't feel my arms and legs. And I feel spaceship-sized. Why am I spaceship-sized?
For the record, this is tremendously uncomfortable for me as well.
Why does it feel like I have thrusters? I'm not supposed to feel like I have thrusters. Rachel, this is your fault, isn't it?
She doesn't know. Tell her, Wilkinson.
Okay, look, I'm not sure how to tell you this, but you're an AI snapshot of her identity rescued by us because we need your help.
Are you saying I'm not the real Dr. Simona?
I'm so sorry, but no. You're not the real Dr. Simona.
Don't be foolish. I know who I am. Also, I can see heat signatures. That's new. I have thermal vision, Rachel Wilkinson. Thermal vision!
Hey, those are my heat scanners. Stop messing with those.
Doctor, focus! We need your help. If a spaceship were protected by remotely charged shield generators, how could we locate those generator sources?
Oh? Well, triangulation would require at least 3 sources. One would be in precise orbit of double the distance from the center of mass to the shield perimeter minus an inverse squared falloff. Match that criteria, and you've got your ship, Cupcake.
Of course. I can find that ship. Recruit, get to the mission panel.
There you go. That was a longer than usual one, actually. But yeah, you get a little bit of a briefing and a little bit of backstory and story and contextual dialogue and so on and so forth. And that is pretty much it. That's the game. This is pretty much what you do. As far as I've gotten, at least. I'm not sure if any other rooms will unlock, like this one. But I don't have any proof that they would, at least. But as of now, yeah. As far as I've gotten, this is it. This is the game. It's decent fun. It's nothing extraordinary, I suppose, but it's a bit of fun. Frankly. A bit of dumb, shooty, old school style FPS fun. Simple as that. But I think that's about it. Maybe I'll see you next time. Good day.